I want to see the Ralph Moach combo.
Oh yeah, but there's like a lot of humping going on too.
Oh, on whose part,
Hump,
Ralph or
hump,
Mochi?
humpty hump on Ralph's part.
Oh, Ralph. Oh,
I
he's like
know.
a redneck there. Cousin, cousin love,
Cousins. It's like,
cousin
no,
love.
Ralph, you can't do that.
No Ralph
When they
Ronies,
go like in the
no.
woods and you can see and they're like off the trail. We're like, come on, guys.
Welcome to Let's Boop Snoots.
My name is Vero.
And I'm Heidi. And we are gonna boop snoots. We are gonna boop snoots.
Boop.
We got another little mishmash episode today. A little bit of a mishmasher. Of course, as we always do, we're gonna start with a couple of stories about our doggos. Who wants to boop snoots about gibbons? I booped his snoot really bad the other day when we were wrestling together. I actually booped his snoot, but it was like not in a good way. He didn't like it.
No.
So I'd mentioned we talked on some of our latest episodes. The first one of the year, we started on a really depressing note with my other doggo Becky, who had to leave this world and cross the doggy rainbow bridge. And when we were talking about doggy behaviors and stuff on one of the most recent episodes as well, I was sort of pondering what is going to happen with Gibbon now that his bestie's gone. And how is his behavior going to change? Well, let me tell you how his behavior is changing, folks. First of all, there was two things that coincided. So again, my family members were staying at home because we were on another pandemic sort of work from home and school from home sort of stint. So there were people at home. But last week, everybody returned to work and school. And again, there were some distractions because my dad took Gibbons up to the cottage. But today, when my sons came home, they noticed that Gibbon had gotten into the garbage. And now there's no guessing which dog it was because it's only one dog.
Becky was keeping him in check.
Yes, maybe Becky was
she was like, no, Gibbon. No.
Don't do it.
Nope.
Don't do it. Boy, don't do it.
Don't make me use my lady dragon nails on you.
Oh my goodness, that's another story I have for you too. So, yeah. So that's a little bit of a behavior there. And again, is it a tiny bit of the separation anxiety? The separation anxiety? Or is it just like, again, the whole like change in lifestyle? Like, where did all the people go? Like at lunchtime they used to play rope with me and now nobody's here. What do I do? I know, I'll check the garbage for them. Who knows what thought process goes on in these tiny little brains. But on that same note, I had mentioned that Gibbon was heading up to the cottage. This is going to be a two-part story. This is going to be one story that's going to lead us into another story. Sorry, we should call this story tell snoots. Story. Got a story. So my dad was taking Gibbon up to the cottage, and we have had frigidly cold temperatures, folks. Frigidly cold temperatures. And so I fished out Gibbon's winter coat, and he also had a little chili dog hat that's like it almost looks like a neck warmer for humans, except you slip it on over their head, and each end has like a drawstring mechanism on it. So I pulled all these things out, preparing him for the freezing cold trip to the cottage. And a friend of mine had also gifted me mutlocks, the dog boots. So I decided, because it's been a while since I put them on Gibbon, so I was like, well, it's time for a doggy fashion show to see how he does putting all the stuff on. Well, the coat he doesn't mind because I've put sweaters and stuff on him in the fall when it starts to get a little more chilly again. So he's okay with that. The chili dog on his head didn't necessarily like, but he was like he was kind of like, this is annoying, but I'm willing to deal. But the boots, however, that was a hard nope. And we posted a little video on the
So funny.
Instagram because he did the classic. I'm sure everyone's seen the videos of dogs wearing boots for the first time or the first time in a while, where they do the funny big dramatic walk with the boots on their feet, and it looks funny. And I put it to a little bit of music from RuPaul's Drag Race. So it looks like Gibbon is stomping down the runway. And yeah, so that was that. And this is part 2 to the story. So when I was trying the boots on Gibbon, his nails were long, and I've been trying to be on top of his nails and training him, and I got the Dremel tool and everything, but he just makes it so painful. And I've hung in there. I've hung in there, but I work full time. I school part-time. I've got a young family. I simply do not have the time. So this weekend I was like, that's it. I'm giving in. I'm taking them for a pedicure at the pet place. So they do a drop-in and you can literally just get the nails clipped. I thought they were going to do a bit of grinding and everything, but they literally just clipped his nails. It was $15. And I watched and he just let them do it. Like I was like watching through the grooming window, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? Like, I don't know if one of those things where it's like kids like misbehave around their parents and then are like totally good for the babysitter, like type things. I don't know, but I was so mad. I was like, haha, they're gonna have to wrestle him and he's gonna be so awful. And I told them, I'm like, he's a classic Weimaraner, he's not gonna let you touch his paws. And they're like, oh, it's okay. And like literally she was just like, paw number 1, clip, 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 paw number 2, clip, clip, clip. And like, and you had to stay in store to pick them up. And so I got my husband to drop me off, and I said, oh, they said I have to stay here because I thought this was going to take like literally forever. And so I sent my husband to go on to the grocery store because I was like, I have to stay here till he's done. And then my husband drove away, and they were like, could Gibbon's mom please return to the grooming station? I was like, what the heck? Because I watched him cut the first nails, and then I thought they were going to do more stuff. But anyways, that was the quickest $15 I've ever spent. And
clip, clip, clip.
Was super frustrated about it. I was like, you jerk.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm like, I wonder if I just take him to PetSmart and then like, now he had a look of like absolute misery on his face. Like if I could like, if I had to take a guess at what his inner dialogue, it was, Mommy, where'd you go? Why'd you leave me here?
Mommy.
They're clipping my claws and I don't like. But
I worked so hard to grow these.
Exactly. Give me my dragon lady nails back.
We have to turn Ralph on his back with a spatula with peanut butter on it, like frozen peanut butter, to distract him, and then I Dremel his nails.
Oh my God, that is so funny.
Or he tries to like bite the Dremel, and I'm worried that it's going to hurt him.
Yeah. You're going to sand his tongue down.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it one of our friends who was clipping?
Mustache.
Who was it? Was it one of? I thought Nicole, a friend of ours with the 2 Goldens, she was clipping something. I don't know if it was their paw fur or whatever, and her dog went to lick the scissors and cut his tongue.
Oh
open.
yeah.
Do you remember her?
Yeah.
Sorry, her girls, Harper and Avery. I forget which one it was. If it was Harper,
little nick on her.
She has a little triangle. Still. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
it's just so awful when that happens because blood is literally like everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Oh boy. See, Wiggum used to just I'd have to chase him down a little bit. Yeah. And then I would just grab him and turn him on his side. And then he would just be like, okay, whatever. And then I go clip, 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 clip.
Yeah.
And then I'd give him a treat.
Becky didn't even fight it. Yeah. Becky didn't even fight it. And Gibbon, it's so funny because he'd like we had 2 dog beds like in our living room. So Gibbon would always be on one and Becky would be on the other. So she would just sit there and just give me her paws and I'd clip and I would Dremel away and Gibbon would be sitting on the other bed like, oh God. oh God, she's coming for me next. you could see him with the eyes, like he was just like, But it's funny because like everybody has their own thing with their dog. So I was at a friend's place on the weekend, and our friend Mark, who has a German short-haired pointer, and he was like, "Oh, all I have to do is go touch the drawer that the Clippers live in." And she's like she's all over him like a lap dog, and they're madly in love with each other, and it's like attached at the hip.
She
And he
loves
goes and
it.
and then he goes and touches the drawer, and she won't go near him. She's like, nope, nope. And she goes and she runs and she hides. She hides in her crate. She hides
Oh, that's
behind the
too
couch.
funny.
Oh yeah, she is like having none of it. No pot of cure for me, Plaz. Is what
See,
little Miss
Wiggum would
Ray
like
says.
fight it just a tiny bit, and then he'd give up because he's like, I know this is not going to work, so she might as well just do it, and then I get a treat.
Yeah. See, like, and I found $15 crazy. Like, God, maybe I should give up my full-time job and just do dog grooming, man, because like for 15
Yeah,
bucks, I
clip,
thought
clip,
I was getting the
clip.
pot of
15
cure.
bucks.
Like I thought it was gonna be clip, 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 and then grind, 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 and then make them look super nice. Offer even a
Yeah.
little coat of color of some kind. Like I thought I was
Just
going
one
for like
nail.
a exactly. But I was very
Blue,
shocked.
please.
I was very shocked to find out it was literally just a clip, 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 clip. $15.
Oh,
Crazy. Crazy. Craziness.
that is
Um,
crazy.
but anyways, on that same note, one of the topics that we were going to discuss today was a reminder for extreme weather with your doggos.
Yes.
Like I said, we've been reaching the like hurts to breathe type temperatures here in the city of Ottawa where we live. And it's been awful. So same thing, like you can't leave your
It
dog
has been
outside.
awful.
It's been awful. I'm like
Like
surprised
when
my
you go
car
outside and
started.
your nostrils stick together,
Yes.
that's a
Yeah.
sign that you should not let your dog outside for too long.
Exactly. So think about
Ugh.
how cold it is. And I've never seen so many dogs with boots on either. Like at the dog parks, out on the street and everything, like everybody wearing
Mm-hmm.
boots. Because it's so cold on their paws. And even when
Everybody
Gibbon
wearing
goes out to
boots.
yep. When Gibbon goes out to pee, it's same thing. It's almost like his feet are like he's like picking them up off of the ground because he's like, it's cold. That's why I thought he would like the boots. And I made him go outside with the boots to be like, see how much better the boots makes it feel when you go outside for pee-pees. But no, he did not like the boots. But anyways,
Did he rip them off?
yeah, he just kept walking. He first of all he would refuse to walk, and then when he did walk, like he would sort of pull them up and try to chew them off with his teeth.
Oh.
With his
See,
teeth,
I put the
and
little balloon booties on Ralph.
does he?
And
And
he
did he
just
adjust to
didn't
those?
want to walk.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He would just lie down
yeah. Yeah, that's
like
kind
a
of what
big
Gibbs did at
potato.
first. I had to go get cheats. I had to go get treats for his teeths, and entice him to like walk so that I could at least get the video to post on the Insta. But um, anyways, talking about the frigid temperatures again, if you have a like husky, obviously they're willing to cope with the severe temperatures a little bit more. Any dogs that have like the triple coats or even the double coats, they probably have like a little bit more stamina outside. Like maybe you can make it around the block, but I would not take Gibbon out in this weather for longer than 5 to 10 minutes, if even at that.
Yeah.
It's too cold. It's freezing. Again, with the dogs, with like the hound dogs that don't have the extra coat and stuff and the super thin ears, the ears can crack. They can freeze and crack.
Yeah.
And then they come in, and when they do their flappa, 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 then it's like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre in your front hallway because they're flappa, flappa, flapping the
Yes.
blood all over the place. I haven't experienced
Oh,
it yet,
see.
but apparently it's something to behold. The flappa, the bloodbath, flappa,
Yeah.
flappa.
I can just imagine. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I went to Bruce Pitt on Sunday with Ralph,
Yeah. Hmm.
and it was quite cold, but I think first of all, Mochi was there, so
Oh,
nothing
okay.
else mattered.
Yeah.
So I think Ralph could have been like freezing and he would not have cared because Mochi was there.
Oh yeah. Mochi is like the
Yeah,
love of his life.
she is. So focused on her.
I want to see the Ralph Moch combo.
Oh yeah, but there's like a lot of humping going on too.
Oh, on whose part,
Hump,
Ralph or
hump,
Mochi?
humpty hump on Ralph's part.
Oh, Ralph. Oh,
I
he's
know.
like a redneck there. Cousin, cousin love,
Cousins. It's like,
cousin
no,
love.
Ralph, you can't do that.
No Ralph
When they
Ronies,
go like in the
no.
woods and you can see and they're like off the trail. We're like, come on, guys.
Ralph,
But
you.
yeah, there's so much gear. Like there's so many dogs at the dog park, all the different gear, like the different coats, different boots that you can
Yes.
buy. Some of them look more like a sock, and some of them have like the hard sole,
And I was
and
curious
just the
about that because
balloons.
again, like trying on the mutlux, there it's like a leather material, right? I'm gonna
Yeah,
look up dog boots here. Um, it's the leather material, so it's almost like they have to break them in. So it wasn't very flexible, and I'm sure it felt very stiff on his paws, which was like part of the uncomfortable feeling. So I'd almost be tempted to go with like a more, I don't know, like flexible material. I'm looking
have you
at
tried
some
the
on
balloons?
I tried the balloons on Scrappy a long time ago. Scrappy dog. Um,
Scrapadog.
and I found it really difficult to put on, but maybe I could get that little device that we talked about on one of our Boop or Snoot product game. The
Mm-hmm.
one that stretches it open for them. And Gibbon would probably be more it wasn't hard getting the boots on him. He wasn't like I didn't have to wrestle them on him or anything like that. It's just that like you could clearly tell he's uncomfortable, but they always are in the beginning. So to tell you the truth, I didn't give
Yeah.
him much of a chance, and they were also falling off like pretty easy in the living room. And muttlucks are expensive, so I didn't want to let him go running off into the forest or a
Mm.
field somewhere where now you're a muttluck short of a set of muttlucks.
Yeah.
But it does look like there's a whole bunch of different options.
I
I'd
was
be
like,
curious to hear from people, like which ones they find the best. Like, do you see the cloth ones that come up
yeah, see,
like?
I have like pretty high.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried one of those. I've tried the it's like the Vibram sole.
Yeah,
I have some of those,
yeah.
but they come off too easily. And then I have the balloon ones. And Wiggum used to like really not mind the balloon ones. Wiggum
Hmm.
like didn't mind much. So, so yeah, Ralph just kind of lies down when he has the balloon feet on.
Did you put him in
Um,
balloons when you went to Bruce Pitt?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, and he
Because
was
he
okay.
just lays down. Hmm.
Yeah. Although I bet you he wouldn't care because Mochi's there.
Yes, that might be the perfect time
Yeah.
to try it with him.
Yeah. Hmm. We
Hmm.
also got him a slush suit from Canada Pooch.
Oh my goodness, I need to go back on
So
their
that's
website
gonna
and
be it's gonna be super cute.
it is gonna be
Yeah.
super cute.
Because sometimes I walk him and it's just like his belly gets so dirty and you can't wash
Yep.
him properly. So unless you have like a doggy wash station, which I don't.
I think I need to buy stuff from Canada Pooch for Gibbon because his winter coat doesn't really fit him anymore. It's a little bit tough to get on. My dad even had a hard time putting it on him up at the cottage.
Because he's beefy now.
Maybe because he beefed out a little bit. You're right.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
Go Gibbon.
I know. So, yeah, just talking cold temperatures again, like be careful of when you go outside and how long you go outside for, depending on the type of dog that you have. If you are going to go outside, make sure you're dressing your dog appropriately. Again, with all the lovely dog couture out there, it's time to have a doggy fashion show.
Yes. Oh my
And
God.
Sorry, you go
Bear.
ahead.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Bear at Bruce Pit was there too. So Bear tags along all the time. Bear is a 13-year-old Pomeranian. So he had like the tiny little orange balloons on his feet, and then he had like a plaid coat on,
Mm-hmm.
and the coat had a hood, but the hood kept going forward and covering his eyes. So he couldn't see where he was going.
Oh,
It was so
Bear.
cute. Poor Bear.
Oh, poor Bear. Poor
Poor little bear.
Bearskis.
So yeah, he had like the nice little coat on. Speaking of
Oh,
couture.
couture, doggy couture.
Couture.
Fash hounds.
There is a lot out there. Like the slush suit, there's hats, the snoods
Yes.
for the ears, the coats, there's like the half slush suit that just covers the legs and the belly, and there are straps, there's a full slush suit, different types of boots.
I love it. I love it all.
Yes, me too.
Maybe that would be a good COVID like event to do is a winter fashion show
Ooh.
fundraiser. That would be fun. I'd go.
I would go too.
We could promote local
So cute.
businesses. Let's do it. Let's arrange a dog event,
A fashion show.
a fashion show, and we'll have a dog walk instead of a cat walk.
Ooh, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hyde is so creative.
Yes, dog events, faux show. On the note of freezing dogs and stuff, I also wanted to make a quick mention. I was telling Vero a little earlier that I had to withhold my inner Karen back with all my might because I was at the grocery store and I pulled up and I pulled into a parking spot, and in the car right next to me in minus 40-degree weather. Think about how cold that is. Um, Google Translate it for the American folks listening. It's cold. It's freeze your nostrils against each other cold. There was somebody left their dog in the car next to me. So I was sitting there and I was thinking, what is my responsibility again? Do I smash the windows open and rescue this poor little pup? It was a tiny little Shih Tzu. And you could see that he was starting to shiver, but he didn't look like he was like in distress or anything. He was just like doing the whole walk around the car and keep popping up at the various windows, like probably looking for when his owner was going to come back, because he was like, hey, I'm cold.
It's
So
cold in here.
sat there waiting, and I literally Googled and I called the Humane Society, but it was the weekend, so like they didn't have a line, and it was like emergency, and I'm like, is this emergency? Like, not yet. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I cannot smash the window open just yet. And so I decided to Google it. And on a Canadian website, it was saying that you can call the police like on a non-urgent line, and they'll have a tow truck company come and unlock the door. But they are only allowed to smash the windows if the animal's life is in like imminent danger. So that's good to know. So don't go booping windows. I remember talking about this on an episode, and we were going to make like a window smashing tool called like let's boop windows.
Let's boop windows.
Like the dog saving tool. But anyway, so I waited for the owner to come back, and again I was like, don't do it. I wanted so badly to unleash the inner Karen and be like, you can't do that. Don't do that to your dog. It's not fair to your dog. But
yeah.
I didn't. I gave him dirty looks, a dirty snoot look,
Yeah.
judgy from my car, and I could hear him, and he was like, "Hey, buddy, how's it going?" And I felt like yelling, like, "He's cold. That's how it's going. It's going cold, buddy. Like, don't leave your dog in your car,
Yeah.
please, in this weather."
Oh my god.
But anyways,
Especially
I left
a little
it. But
tiny one.
I
Little
know.
tiny.
What was he thinking? Don't do that to your buddies.
Not thinking.
Don't do that to your buddies.
No.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So, Yes, be wary of extreme temperatures and your doggos, people. Please.
Don't leave them in
Please.
the car. Don't leave them outside.
Nope,
Nope, nope,
don't
nope.
do it.
Nope, nope, nope.
Oh, one more horrendous story too that I know I've told on a few different episodes, but we had a friend of the family who was helping out a friend, and his friend was staying with him. And again, it was like minus 40-degree temperature, and he had a German Shepherd named Cece.
Oh.
And while he was at work, his friend woke up in the morning, let the dog outside, and went and fell back asleep. And the dog froze to death. That'd be the last time I'd be
Ugh.
helping out that friend. That's a horrible story, but an important
Yeah.
one to share.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I know. Awful. Be
Yeah.
good to your doggies in the bad weather.
Be good to your doggies.
Yes.
I wanted to talk about breeder versus rescue again. This was
Yes.
like our very first episode.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Let's boop it.
Yeah. So there's always been some talk about two dogs in the household. Not quite ready yet. Still have a lot of work to do with Ralph. But yeah, I think eventually that's going to happen. So I've always gone the breeder route. And we did talk about maybe getting a Saint Bernard at some point. And that would probably be from a breeder. And we would name it Bert. I've got a name and everything.
Oh my goodness.
But there's something about the pot cakes that I really, really like. Speaking of extreme weather, it's probably a shock to their system coming from like the Caribbeans and Turks and Caicos and Jamaica and
yeah.
in Ottawa. So when you get a dog from the breeder, so you have to do your research on if the breeder is a reputable breeder, and then you submit an application. There's like an application with a bunch of questions for you. You submit it, and then they review it and determine if they think you would be a good fit for a good family, a good good owner for any of their dogs. And then there's the rescue route, which seems like a little bit easier, and you can foster as well and see how that goes. But there are some rescue organizations that I think we looked at that the questionnaire is extremely long and very detailed. But I don't know how it is with the pot cakes. I don't think it is as detailed.
Yeah, I
So
think it
yeah, I
depends
just
on what type of rescue like you're looking at, because if you're going through like a type of organization where they're doing lots of fostering, they want the least amount of homes as possible, right? So if a dog's
Mhm.
been through 2 to 3 homes like already, they need to do a bit more of an extensive screening so that they can ensure that it's a right fit for the particular dog, right? Because like the more of the back and forth and home to home and routine to routine and weird people to weird people to weird people to weird dogs to weird other animals, so wherever they are,
Yeah.
the more you're mixing them up, and the behaviors, I'm sure, just like they never settle, right?
Yeah, it just sets them
But
back every time.
yeah, exactly. So, but with I'd be curious to know what the process is like with a pot cake. But for me, like when you talk about the pot cakes, like for me it's like a different process that you're going through. There's still training that has to be done, but these are usually pretty feral, or like I don't want to say feral. Well, some of them are pretty feral because they're like wild and they've had like no uh constraints in terms of schedule or routine or training or anything like
Mhm.
that, and a lot of them are very skittish, so it's almost like you're building a relationship, not just like doing dog training. And there's like the beginning of that, to me, would look like literally just earning the dog's trust, so they're like in
Yeah,
their corner, they may
absolutely.
not even so if you're expecting to get this like cuddly little dog, like they're going to be so thankful that you rescued them, not even knowing what that friggin' means. to a dog. Like, again, you can't personalize it or humanize the experience, right? Like, you should be thanking me. You should be licking my feet, dog, like I rescued you. You know what I mean? That's not the
It's
way
a
it's
shock
going
to
to
their
go. You're going,
system.
yes, big time.
Like they're in this
And
house where they used to be on the
mhm,
street, and there's another dog that's just so like, I'm like, imagine Ralph, like so cuddly and just wants to play and be like, hey, 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 hey.
yeah, yeah.
Look at my balloon feet.
Wait till
You're
you
gonna get
meet
some
my
of those
cousin.
too. Mochi, she's the best.
You can hump her.
I
Oh my
mean,
God.
only me. I did meet a pod cake at the park one day,
Mhm.
and they had just taken in like a bunch of pod cakes from down south, and they were all like, they were just looking for foster homes for all of them. And then they decided to foster, and it was like super quick. They fostered and then they adopted her. But the owner was saying that they don't usually let you keep the first one that you foster.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's because like they want you to do it again or if it's just, yeah, I don't know.
That's funny. It's like, yeah,
But
we
I'm on
need
their
to.
website right now, and there's a really cute ones. And there's also a
Oh,
cat.
oh my God,
Pot
that's so
cake
funny.
cat. It's
I
called
love
Pop.
it. Pop.
Pop the cat.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I actually
Um,
like that name. Pop.
Pop.
Yeah.
You could get two other dogs and snap, crackle, pop,
Ooh.
and then call your dogs your Rice Krispies. Got to get home to the Rice Krispies. Snap, crackle, pop.
I like that. Gotta get 3.
I was gonna say, to start at 2, work your way up to 3. Do one foster, and then adopt your next 2 fosters.
Oh, some of them are so cute.
I know, they're
There's
so
one named
cute.
Nixie, and she's just so cute. I
Sorry,
like the
which
big
website?
ears.
Which website are you on?
It is called saveapodcake.com. And then when you click on dogs available for adoption, it brings you to their Facebook page. And you can see all the ones that are available. So cute.
So cute. I
They would
can't.
definitely need winter gear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, something that we're thinking about.
Yep. Breeder and adoption or rescue are very different processes when looking at getting a
Mm-hmm.
dog. I'm wondering if I'm on the same side as you. Is there one named Freya and Rave
Yeah.
and Bristol? Yes,
Yeah.
they are very cute. I like Freya. I want
I
Freya.
like Freya too. Look at her eyes, just like,
Oh my God.
hello.
Oh my God. Adopt me. I wonder, like, if that would make a Gibbon worse with the recent death of Becky, or if it would make it better. Like, having an anxious dog around. Like, I wonder if it would feed into his natural Weimaraner
Yeah.
anxiety, or if it would make it better or worse. But
Why are
I don't
you
know.
anxious? Should I be anxious? No, I'm anxious.
Then I'm gonna have to get like dog psychologists and like some anti-anxiety medication. Yeah, no, it'd be difficult. But so that's the conversation that's happening in our family right now. So except we're going through a hybrid sort of choice when we talk about rescue. It's not really a pure rescue, but what we did was we've contacted Gibbon's breeder of the Weimaranas, because they are like they're putting at least 2 to 3 litters out a day. Like, they are a fully functioning like kennel. And I know that they get returns, because sometimes they've put it on their website where they're like, hey, we got this return, he's this old, like the family needed to give him back due to these reasons, blah 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 blah. And then they're available for adoption through them, but not necessarily like a puppy that you're raising from scratch, right? So is it a rescue? No, but it's a different dog that you're bringing into different circumstances again. So what we did was we emailed Gibbon's breeder and said, if you get any returns, please let us know because we'd be interested. And if we don't hear from them by the spring, then we're going to look at Cane Corso breeders. So we'll see.
Was it you that I was talking about this? Where on Thursday, I came home to a crate full of poop.
Yes.
Liquid poop.
Yep.
And then we were talking about like the bigger the dog, the bigger the poop.
Yes. Yep. I definitely, when you told me that story, I was thinking, man, like I just want a large breed dog, right? Like I've always wanted a large breed dog. But when you think about those messes, like the accidents and stuff like that happen, it's a big accident that's going to happen. So it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, do I? But I don't remember.
I cleaned poop for 40 minutes.
So
while Ralph was outside in the cold.
And
so yeah.
With a large breed dog, what you're trying to say is I'm looking at an 80-minute poop clean.
Yep.
So yeah, it's definitely something to think about. But yeah, that was whoa, Ralph.
Whoa, Ralph. Excuse me, are you allowed on the street? Excuse me. That is my street.
Is that your home protection services at play there?
Yeah.
There's somebody walking. There's somebody walking past our house. Somebody walking. I have to tell you about it. They're walking past the house. Just so you know. Just let you like to know.
Now you know. Do you know? You know?
Hey guys, do you know? Okay. Guys.
Look. You're gonna miss him.
Mom. Look, Mom, look. Oh my goodness. Maybe we should just start sketches of where we like just say the inner dialogues, because clearly we know what they're trying to say.
Yes.
We don't need a fancy machine. All you need is Heidi and Vero to translate what your dog's saying to you. I'll tell you.
Mom. Mommy.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Well, I think that was a good recap on rescue versus breeder.
And the breeder, you can wait like up to a year, if not over a year, to get your doggy. So you're put on a list. And then whenever they breed and you are next on the list, they shoot you an email letting you know that the female is pregnant. Mm-hmm. And then you wait. And
especially in COVID times, you're probably going to be on a real long wait list depending on what kind of dog you want and what's available in your area. So, yes, you wait. Mom.
You missed it.
I love it.
You missed it. He's gone.
My God. That's funny.
Well,
I scared him away.
I got some facts.
Oh yes, the doggy
my
facts.
super fun facts.
Let's hear them. The facts.
I got
of the
7 because it's one a day.
Yeah.
So 7 facts. Ooh. So first fact, Duke. Duke. A Great Pyrenees retired as mayor of Cormorant, Minnesota in 2018 after 4 terms in office.
I think I remember hearing about this guy, Duke.
So cool, Duke.
Way to go, Duke.
Ooh, I don't know if this is still accurate, but the oldest dog ever recorded was Bluey, an Australian cattle dog. He passed away in November 1939, aged 29 years and 5 months.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what they didn't have in 1939?
What?
Kibble.
Oh.
Did they?
Did they?
Probably
I
not.
can't remember. That's crazy.
Interesting. Fact number 3. Chihuahuas are born with a soft spot on their skulls, just like human babies are.
I was just going to say, like babies. Like
little
our
fontanelle.
babies. A fontanelle baby.
Me little fontanelle. Ooh. Native to Italy, the Bergamasco sheepdog has a unique coat with 3 types of hair. We talk about the Bergamasco in an episode and the hair.
Yes. Triple quarters. Probably can withstand the cold a bit longer.
Probably. He looks like he has dreadlocks. And yeah, there's 3 types of hair. There's like the first like layer of hair, like the upper coat, and then the undercoat, and then there's like this wiry hair. And as the dog grows older, I don't think it's until they're 3 that they really start having those dready things.
Dreddy.
And they're actually not that much maintenance. Dreadlocks. This is true. Dogs consider hugs to be a signal of dominance. To show affection, try a belly rub instead. Belly rub.
Belly rub.
It's true. They don't like hugs.
It's true. Sometimes I think I manhandle Gibbs a little too much.
Yeah. Like my boyfriend tries to give Ralph hugs and he like pushes away and I'm like, he doesn't like it. I don't like.
Tell him, try belly
rubs. He's
rubs.
Gonna bite.
Try belly rubs.
Belly rubs. Oh. Fact number 6. The most popular dog breed in the U.S. is the Labrador Retriever.
Oh, yes, that's right. The Retriever.
Oh, those wonderful retrievers.
Yes. Classic.
Ooh. Fact number 7 is interesting. At the end of the Beatles song, A Day in the Life, Paul McCartney recorded an ultrasonic whistle audible only to dogs for his Shetland sheepdog. Shetland sheepdog.
Shetland. His Shetland sheepdogs.
Shetland. That's cool, eh? We'll have to play it. Oh, Shetland. That was like what I came home to on Thursday. It was a Shetland. Shetland Ralph dog.
Oh my god, that's funny. That's funny. And yes, I am gonna play that dog for that song for Gibbs now. Now I'm curious. Gonna go play it right now.
See what they do at the end if they do the little, like right now.
Stay tuned on Let's Boop Snoots. We'll just play the whole song through, waiting for the end.
Just for the end.
Yeah. All right.
I think that's a wrap.
Is that a wrap?
That's a wrap.
Well, tune in next week on Let's Boop Snoots.
Let's Boop Snoots. Boop.